Welcome to King of the Palace. I'm standing here with this week's bowlers. To my left, after last week, clutch finish by John Blaze, the defending champs, John Blaze and Becca Vesta. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Do you want to say anything?
No, I already said enough last week.
Okay. Again, another newcomer and person who's been here before. What are your thoughts? You still high off of last week, or what are you going to do this week?
I mean, that was fun, but that's a different match. This one going forward, Nick, great bowler, obviously. Dave started out hot today, and I've seen him bowl well in the past, so I know it's a tough challenge ahead.
Well, good luck to you, and hopefully we'll see you in the 11th box. And to my right, the newcomers, the number 3 seeds with a 1303 combined score. Newcomer, first time trying out, first time make it, just like Eric Halley did last week. Dave Talbot and Nick Norcross. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Good to be back.
What are your thoughts about bowling the champs, your first time here on TV?
Tough match to come right off with these two, so defending champs for a reason.
Is this your first time on any show?
First time. They usually don't have people who look like me on any sort of TV show. I'm on radio, so.
I feel you. Believe me. I know what I'm working with. Nick, how do you feel being back and bowling against the champs?
They're a good team. Just got to come out of the gate firing. After John's finish last week, I mean, it's pretty devastating. So we'll see what happens.
He's a very explosive bowler, but you are too. We've seen what you can do on the lanes.
We'll see what happens. It'll be a good match.
All right. Good luck to you guys. I'll see one team in the 11th box.
Welcome everyone to the King of the Palace, Season 8, Random Mixed Doubles. Up first on Alley 4, newcomer to the King of the Palace, Mr. Dave Talbot.
Threw a nice 177 first string in the roll-off.
He comes from Millers Falls. His average is a 112. He's been bowling for 40-plus years. His high single is a 189. His high trip is a 442. It's a 4-banger.
It was nice to see a couple of those guys come out from up that area. We had 3 or 4 of them come up. Two of them qualified, so.
On Alley 3, Miss Becca Vestal, returning champ.
Becca bowls out of Lynn, Mass. Her average is a 99. Her home lanes are Metro and Sunnyside.
Want to give a shout out to our sponsors, North End Mazda Subaru. Visit buynorthend.com or visit them in person and see Marty Babineau as excellent sales staff at a new or pre-owned Mazda or Subaru. Also, go to YouTube, type in Watch Me Suck at Bowling. Seeing our good friend George do parodies on Candlepin bowling, duck pin bowling, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, 10-pin bowling. He also does videos on Minecraft, Abandoned World, live stream on twitch.tv/GeorgeF551, and also Arcade 1-Up Let's Play games. Galaga and the new Star Wars games.
Oh, what a bid. He had absolute garbage to shoot at, and he almost made it.
He actually did a video, I think, on the old Greendale Mall, or the Greendale Mall. I'm waiting for him to do one in Sears. When's the Sears one coming out, George?
Have you tried bowling at Flatbread in Salem, Mass yet? I work in Salem, and I drive by it literally to and from my route every day, and I still haven't yet to stop in. But it looks beautiful, I will say that.
Talby leaves the Cleary. Becca leaving the Diamond.
My favorite leave, the Diamond.
Dave bowls on the Friday Night League. And his favorite shot is any single pin, and his least favorite shot is the triangle. Triangle.
You ready?
Triangle.
You developing a stutter?
No. Oh, Becca
nice
picks
shot.
up the diamond.
No, that's just the video buffering.
Oh, all right.
Want to give a shout out to Mr. Steven Bronchuk. We wish you all the best, my friend. Get well soon. We miss you in the booth.
Absolutely. No offense to Sean.
Yeah. No.
None
Hey,
taken.
you know what? If I could put 4 guys back here, man, I'd put 4 in here because everybody that sits back here, most of the time, does a great job. Dennis, myself, and of course Sean. We've always had guests every once in a while. Some good, some bad.
Some real bad.
No comment. Becca throws that one in the ocean, takes out the 289 for a 3 fill.
Oh.
Ooh, off to the right.
Actually, she took out the 489.
Oh, 489, my bad.
How'd the 9 go?
It cut the 8 into it.
Oh, she almost makes it off the headpin. Yeah, nobody can replace Steve in the booth. I'm not even gonna.
His
not even gonna
antics.
try.
His antics, or his terminology, or
Just the way he is.
you know.
His general love and knowledge of the game.
Yes. His insanity, I guess you could call it, too. That was a 10 for Becca, so 46 after 4.
It's more like an obsession.
39 for Talbot.
And,
Norcross.
and Dennis, you've been in this booth long enough. His obsession turns into our insanity.
That's no lie on that one.
Talbot off the right.
He's driven me to drink quite a few nights.
Leaves the 1, 2, 8, and the 10.
1, 2, 8, 10. Some wood.
Different kind of leave, and Becca leaves the 1, 8, 10.
Almost identical.
Oh, he just squeezed by it. He was playing it right. He's trying to play the right side of it and try to get some spraying going on.
I would have hit it right on.
I think the 10 pin becomes the tough pin in that leave with all that extra wood.
Yeah, that's why we go to the right side and hope the ball take it. Now he's just going for the out. 47 after 5. Not bad pinning for his first time on TV.
Nope.
Yeah, he had a good qualifying score. He had a 662 with the for his qualifying
He was
score.
joking earlier, you know, that somebody asked him if he'd ever been on TV before, and he says, I have a face for radio.
Yeah, he said the same thing in the interviews.
You know, so
Nah, he's a good guy. I've known him for years.
up on alley 4, returning champ, Mr. Johnny Blaze, who last week in the end tore it
Oh, my
apart
God.
to defeat Mr. Dean Sullivan
That was a definition of clutch bowling.
and Dean's random partner.
Eric Halley.
Up now on alley 3, Mr. Nick Norcross. Nick comes out of Arlington, Mass. His average is a 124. He's been bowling for 26 years. His high single is a 210. His high trip is a 496.
Wow. Too much wood costing the shot on that one.
His home alleys are Woburn Bowlodrome, and also he bowls at a Sunnyside.
He does. On the Friday Night Pro League, he's Sunnyside too. 10 box for Blaze, puts him at 65. And a weird 10, but a 10 nonetheless for Norcross.
So I got a question for both of you guys, since you guys are both veteran Candlepin bowlers. What are your thoughts on angry bowling?
It's saved me quite a few times, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yes.
I think it's hurt you quite a few times too.
Well, I more times than I'd like to admit, I've got up there bowled angry and thrown a nice hammer ball.
Blaze
But
leaves
some
the
people,
MK
some
to the
people
right.
cannot. I mean, it's how you deal with it.
Yeah.
I find it hurts me more than not.
Look at this sleeve from Norcross.
The zigzag right.
I like that. We'll call it that. Whoa!
Oh, almost
Nice
pitched
pitch.
it.
I'm sure Steve would have the actual name for it, but
Or what he thinks is the actual name for it.
You know, I don't know. I mean, I'm not an angry bowler. I mean, when I bowl, if I do get angry, I can't control the ball. I'll fire it down and that'll be it.
I find the same. Usually for me, the times that I bowl best is when I get in a zone and I literally don't listen to or talk to anybody.
Yep.
Just one of those situations where even if people on my own team are encouraging me, I'm not paying attention to them. I'm not acknowledging anything.
I'm one for one that if I'm bowling well, I won't turn around. I'll just turn around and I'll use, you know, if they say nice shot, you know, it's usually like a hand gesture. You know, I'll usually like the thumb and the pinky up and just kind of like shake it.
Yeah.
You know?
Great bid by Blaze. Only takes
like
out the
that?
710 though.
Get a smile on your face.
Too many thoughts running through my head.
Oh.
Norcross needs a little more
back.
to the left. Seen some weird leaves the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Well, you can tell that the house ain't juiced.
That's for sure.
I don't know. Did you see how Blaze finished last week?
Well, there's the argument.
yeah, but you know what? A couple of those bombs are right on the money.
There were some no doubters in there.
Oh, yeah.
Blaze comes out of Southbridge, Mass. His average is a 122. His home lanes are bogey lanes, but he also bowls used to bowl out of Lucky
Nick.
Strike. Oh no, he bowls out of Lucky Strike for duck pin, and then Neb's Fun World for 5-pin.
I've never done 5-pin.
Yeah, me either. Could he steal it? Hold on. Could be. Enough juice on it, and it does.
Wipe your feet on that one, Blaze.
Only the second mark of the match, and they're both by that team.
Ooh, Nicky just missed it off to the left.
Blaze has been bowling for 15 years. His high single for Candlepin's 186, and his high triple's a 421.
Which I still find hard to believe that is only a 421
It's
thing.
not a 421. It's higher. He doesn't recall.
He doesn't recall.
It's a 421 in league, but
Okay.
him and I went up to Putnam Street and had a friendly 3-match. I threw a 409 and lost him. I think he had a 433 or something like that for 3.
Nick Norcross. Both in the Thursday Night Men's League and also the Friday Night Pro League. His favorite shot. You ready for this? His favorite shot. The spread eagle and the high-low jack. I don't know if he's being serious or not. Can't tell because his least favorite shot is the spread eagle.
Okay.
So maybe it's a take it or leave it.
It's a love-hate kind
Yeah, I
of
was
thing.
going to say it's a love-hate relationship.
Yep.
The only reason why I remember Blaze's high triple being higher than that is because his high single is also against me. So
I'm going to bowl against you from now on.
bring the best out of the squirrel.
So Blaze and Vesto finished with a 106. And Norcross is filling his mark.
Still working.
Got the working ball going. Fills it with 6 for a 101. So 5-pin difference right now going into the second string. And if you want King of the Palace in your neck of the woods, just contact your local public access provider. Tell them you want King of the Palace. Sign a piece of paper. Doesn't cost you anything. They contact us. We stream it to them. They air it for you. And they pick the day and time. We do not.
Want to give a shout out to everybody out in local access, YouTube, and on Facebook. Thank you for tuning in and watching Season 8 of the King of the Palace. We cannot do what we do without the viewers. Thank you for all your comments, good, bad, or indifferent. Appreciate it all. But I will say this, from Season 1 to Season 8, there's been a lot more better comments than negative comments.
That's true. We used to get a ton of them.
Oh, no, Dave used to get a ton of them.
They are.
Yo, Dave and Steve. Dennis was kind of like the clean one.
I was a straight guy. You guys were messed up once.
You know, a lot of people ask where we get the terminology from and stuff like that we come up with. It's a lot of stuff that we made up. You know?
Some of it's from bowlers that they actually use it.
Right, but I mean, things that get picked up nowadays, you know, and all of a sudden now you hear that people using it wherever you're bowling.
Yes.
You know, like when you throw a ball right through the opening, you know, right through
The hoop, no grease.
Yep. You know, or the strip pole, or
We were in Canada for Worlds this year, and we heard a lot of terminology out there.
yeah,
It was hilarious.
that's the best. I like that.
Ooh, wow.
Becca is on lane 4. She's been bowling for too many years, she said. Her high single's a 166. Her high triple's a 390. She bowls on the Tuesday Ladies League at Sunnyside and also the once a month in Exeter. Her favorite shots are the single pin, or a single pin leave with good wood.
Nice pickup from Talbot.
But she's not a fan of the 1710, the 110, or the spread eagle.
Understandably.
Oh, nice 10 by Becca.
She also spends her time working as a medical assistant, and her hobbies include bowling and sucking at golf occasionally.
I think we all suck at golf occasionally, those who play it.
I don't play, so.
She does want to say that she would like to give a shout out to her kids, Abby and Lily, and then her mom, Hall of Fame bowler, Nance Vestal.
How does that happen?
She even left the wood up in there, too.
Oh,
Now, see, I would have went to the other side and tried to shoot it over there.
Have the two snap, or the 3-pin snap that wood.
Yeah. But it's all preference. I mean,
I mean, do you have a preference the way you throw the ball, whether you're going down to the right hand side or left hand side?
if it's just straight spread eagle, I usually go to the right side.
See, for me, it depends. Usually I'll go the right side,
Yep.
or the other shot, depending on how the house is as far as like the sidewalls, the other shot I'll play is like the two through the hole, so I have the two bounce off.
Yep.
But to Nuzzo's point, it's all based off of personal preference
Right.
of those kind of shots.
Becca's just a little off.
She's been struggling to find the headpin this match.
Oh, Talbot drops his first hammer on TV.
Nothing like that.
When she does find the headpin, she's been struggling to not punch through it.
Derek C. said the beginning interviews were gold, and he loves them.
You know, that's one thing I always ask. Nice 10.
Oh, great out.
I always ask them, spice it up. Be yourself, man.
I try to, get different questions going. Some people just don't like. Becca does not like talking.
Yeah.
Whatsoever. So.
Did you say
it's hard.
Dean doesn't like talking?
Dean either. Dean just
Yeah.
throw the ball.
Eh.
I'm not finishing that because I don't want to pay him any money.
Want to give a shout out to our sponsors, North End Mazda Subaru. Visit buynorthend.com or see them in person and see Marty Babineau, his excellent sales staff at a new or pre-owned Mazda or a Subaru. Go to YouTube, type in Watch Me Suck at Bowling. Seeing our friend George do parodies on Candlepin Bowling, Duck Pin Bowling, and 10-pin bowling. Also, videos on Minecraft Abandoned World on live stream.
Nice shot.
Great shot.
Twitch.tv/GeorgeF551. And also, Arcade 1-Up Let's Play on Atari, Galaga, and the new Star Wars.
It's $10, puts them at 60, and Blazing Vestal at 54, working on a spare. So it's 11 pin difference.
One pin.
1 pin. I'm sorry, I have it backwards. 1 pin difference.
When Nick is not bowling, he works at Woburn Bowlerdrome. He's been there for 12 years. He also enjoys collecting trains, all kinds, even Thomas and Friends. That's something that I would not know from Nick.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
And he doesn't answer when Josh Lowell calls him.
Not many people do.
Nope.
Nice spare, back-to-back spares for Blaze and Vestal. Hey, they want a three-peat. They really do. Be the first time ever for a three-peat.
Repeat.
Never had three.
Nope.
Back-to-back-to-back champions, huh?
We've had 3 back-to-back champions. Their one, John Boudreau for the scratch, and Billy Palumbo for the singles.
Yep.
8%.
Oh.
Oh, he wants
Leaves
one of
at
those.
7-10.
It's funny when you think of that, too, because you've had a lot of repeat champions as well. So I think of like Richie Myrick
Yeah.
in multiple formats. Sullivan.
It's kind of odd that Sullivan and Leach, both, repeat champions, but not back to back.
Yeah. And when you think about it, you think of how many times Dean has won any
Yep.
form of ladder, or even Myrick for that matter, and none of them being back to back.
Yep. Madeline and Sears. Oops. Sorry.
That's
And Nuzzo.
The best succeeds in the game.
Yeah.
The only times I finished exceed by like 1 pin. God.
I don't know, but I bet you can ask Casey that.
Oh, that was you. Pageant's the last one I remember that beat me by a pin. 421 to 422. But you know what? It threw 421, so I can't complain.
Oh.
That's when we still did 3-string format.
Yeah, how do you guys like the 5-string qualifier? And
I think everyone likes it better.
I like it until the 5th game when I usually throw it away.
when you need that, because you threw a bad first game and you need, all right, I got 4 more games.
Yeah, pretty much.
and then you throw a mediocre second game. You're like, okay, I got 3 more games, and then you do good the third and the fourth, and then the last one you're like, I got this if I just need a number, and you just suck. Suck.
It's usually I'm in a comfortable spot after 3, and then the 4th game is the terrible one. Oh, almost drops a bomb. And that 4th game is the one that usually hurts.
Oh, look at this. I'll take that all day. Blaze.
I'll take them, either one of them, all day, any day. Oh!
Nick just went right by his. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Played it a little too high.
Don't hurt it.
Norcross and Talby really need to turn on the burners right now.
Yeah, 22-pin lead for the champs right now. Box to box.
22 is not unmakeable. Blaze came back from 29 down to win that last match last week, so
Yeah.
that was with only 4 boxes left.
Oh! Yeah, Nick's only thrown one mark.
Yes. Oh, strike for Blaze.
Spare for Norcross.
Spare for Norcross. Yeah, you see? He said something and he got it.
Okay, here's your poll. Where's Tom Brady playing next year?
Patriots.
At home. You're talking to a Bills fan, so.
Oh, nice. Look at this. But
Bills?
be objective.
No, I don't think he'll go anywhere. If he's not playing for the Patriots, he'll retire.
Yeah, I don't see him pulling like a Favre or anything like that.
No. I'm a Patriots fan too, but I'm a Bills fan first and foremost.
Bills look
nice
good this
shot.
year too.
Yes, very good.
I think they're one of the few teams that almost beat the Ravens.
Yeah.
They have one of the best defenses in the league. The quarterback just got to get a little more seasoned.
Yep.
Josh Allen.
Oh, they'll be in the playoffs this year though.
Yes.
So.
I'm pretty sure they may face New England again for the 3rd time.
Very possible. After 2, Vesto and Blaze with a 130 for a 2-string total of 236. Talbot and Norcross with a 112 for a 2-string total of 213. 23-pin lead going into the last string.
Dave Talbot on alley 4. Right down the middle of the plate.
It could be a strike.
Drops a bomb. Dave's favorite shot is any single pin. His least favorite shot is a triangle. When he is not bowling, he's an operations coordinator and also enjoys coaching the kids' sports teams.
Ooh.
My
way off to the left.
My personal opinion, I think Brady's going to go play for Dallas.
No.
No way.
Yeah.
They paid too much money for Prescott. They're not going to get rid of him.
Brady's already proved that he's loyal to the Patriots alone, just from always giving back part of his salary so they can hire new players.
Yeah, but you know what though? I think maybe he just might have had enough of him, of them. I'm a big Brady fan. I support him, and if he leaves, I'll support wherever he goes because I think he's that good of a quarterback.
I don't think he will though. He's old. He's old enough that if he doesn't play for the Patriots, I think he's just going to retire. But
I'll be off to the right. Takes out the
hey,
6'9".
let him go to the Bills. I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I just don't think that he's going to go anywhere because if he was going to go anywhere, it would have been a couple years ago.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, he's Tom Brady, granted, but who's going to take on a 40-something-year-old quarterback?
Yeah, but he has enough in the tank to go around.
But
if you look at it this way, if he goes to Dallas for 1 year, Dallas has the tools.
It's not the right system for him though, because Dallas needs a mobile quarterback. He's not a mobile quarterback. I can't see him going there and succeeding, especially because you've got hotheads like Ezekiel Elliott, and they don't really have that.
Yeah.
Their wide receiver core is
better than what we got.
This year's been a rough year when it comes to wide receivers for the
It's been an
Patriots.
odd year because they started out, they came out of the gates.
Almost another
Almost
hammer.
had his 3rd strike on TV.
On paper.
Almost.
They came out on paper and on the field. Favorite for a Super Bowl. And then
Great ball by Becca.
weeks go by, and all of a sudden now they don't have any wide receivers.
Injuries happen, man.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I mean, when you look at the start of the season,
Picked up the spare.
when you look at the start of the
We might have to
season,
have somebody run down and get that pin, maybe.
if you look at the start of the season, though, they had invested in Antonio Brown. They had just lost Gronkowski.
Yep.
You know, they was it this year or last year they lost Amendola.
Nice 10.
So I mean, they lost a lot of key
Right.
receivers.
Yep.
They've done a lot though with some of their rookies, like, and then trying to get some of the tight ends like Ben Watson in. But
Yabba guys said that was insanely good bowling, and the finish was awesome. And as a question, do you think Candlepin bowling what would it be like if the turn structure was changed like the PBAs, where one person rolls first box and sits down, and you alternate rolling 2 boxes at a time? We actually had this discussion a month or 2 ago about the same thing, and I don't care for it myself.
Oh.
I know a lot of people do not care for it, but I guess it's all personal. What do you think?
I mean, I'm not a fan of that idea.
Yeah,
I mean, I do like some of the tournaments that, like Worlds and Mixed Worlds and all that, that have 2 boxes at a time, as opposed to bowling a full half at a time. Same thing that you guys do for the singles.
right.
I just think that works in a 1-game format where you don't want to have one person bowling all their boxes before another person gets up there to bowl theirs.
Right.
But when you're talking about formats of like a tournament like this, where you have 3 games, or the singles where it's 2 games, I just don't think that makes sense.
Right. I agree.
Oh, he's all over the head pin.
Man, Talby's throwing a great ball today.
He should have had about 2 or 3 more strikes than he does already.
He just doesn't have that first time on TV jitters.
No.
Once that wood checked, I don't blame him.
I know it's not good.
No, we can see from here.
Oh, is the camera line right onto this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the camera actually cuts right here.
Trying to sit on my lap?
No. If I was trying to
That's
sit,
not on camera.
thank God.
I've lost my train of thought. Was that a spare or a 10? I don't even know.
It's a
That was a
spare.
spare.
All right.
You got Nuzzo all confused now.
Not that hard to do.
Dave's
Ooh.
rubbing legs with me. He thinks I'm a cricket.
I figured, you know what, you needed to get some affection somewhere.
God knows I do. That's for sure. Nice out by Becca.
Where else can you get this commentary except for King of the Palace?
After 5, Blazing Vestal at 48. Talbot and Norcross at 59 working on a spare. And Talbot and Norcross are down 12 pins, so they could put it single digits right now.
Want to give a shout out to our sponsors one last time. North End Mazda Subaru. Visit buynorthend.com or see them in person and see Marty Babineau, his excellent sales staff on a new or pre-owned Mazda or Subaru. Also, go to YouTube, type in Watch Me Suck at Bowling, and seeing our good friend George do parodies on Candlepin bowling, duck pin bowling, and yes, 10-pin bowling. He also does videos on Minecraft Abandoned World, on live stream, twitch.tv/GeorgeF551, and also Arcade 1-Up, Let's Play games, the Atari's 22-1s, and the Galaga, and the new Star Wars.
So with the fill, Norcross cut the lead in half to 6, but Blaze just threw a spare, so he'd probably get the lead right back to where it was, roughly. Nice 10 box.
Just cut that front pin a little too late. Blaze, when he's not bowling, is a material handler. His hobbies are duck pin bowling, hanging out with friends and family, and ding.
Ding. You get ding.
Ding.
Oh, no.
Here he comes.
Did somebody say deja vu?
We saw this before.
Didn't you just ask me that?
See if Nick can answer it. Oh.
Oh, that's not a bad lead, though.
Nope.
Blaze would also like to wish everyone a happy new year and say hi to Billy and Russ. He would like to see the High-Low Jack back on the show, as well as Mike McGinty, Jeff Surratt's mom's favorite bowler.
When I read that first, I thought he was saying that he was
I did too.
Surratt's mother's favorite bowler.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That
Is he
ball
going to
with
double it
camera
up?
all over it.
Wow.
He even did the walk away and everything.
Oh, that wood coming back should help him out, clear it out. There you go. 10 pin wide open.
Just don't hit that deadwood.
Whoop.
It
Oh.
looks like he was a little afraid of that deadwood.
Yeah.
Nick picks up his.
Breathes a sigh of relief. Wasn't trying to play the wood there.
Johnny gets his. All right, what are we looking at, sir?
I don't know. What are you looking at? Don't look at me when you say that. 17 pins right now for Blaze and Vestal, but Norcross is on a spare.
8, 9, or 10 could make it an interesting game.
Oh.
Blaze clears out the 2, 5, 8, 10.
Carry it up.
Norcross
Norcross
drops
ca-
8.
Yeah, but you know what? That wood just got ugly. You do have to hit that thing head on. Ooh.
Oh, that makes it interesting right there.
Yeah, but Norcross is a lefty, so it's a little bit better of a lead
Yeah,
for him.
this is true.
Or he just missed it.
Oh, he knows he needed it too.
That could have been a huge, huge mark, especially with what Blaze has got up there right now for a 10 box.
Oh. Want to
Still a
thank
big
everybody out in Local Access, Facebook, and on YouTube for tuning in to Season 8 of The King of the Palace. We cannot do what we do without you. Also, FATV and the OEPD.
5 pins. Blaze and Vestal only up 5 right now, so I don't know.
We've seen what Blaze does under pressure.
Yeah.
Who's going to blink first?
We've also seen what Norcross does under pressure, so.
They're both explosive bowlers.
Yep.
Look at that, off the head pin, straight into the 2 pin, and leaves just a clean 8
Oh,
pin.
is he going to drop? Ooh.
It's anybody's match right now still.
That one piece of deadwood just slowed it down.
See, now that makes it a little bit tougher for a lefty.
Uh-oh, Blaze missed it.
Opened it up. This is a big ball right here.
He's
from
kicking
Norcross.
himself right now, you can tell. Oh! He got it on the comeback.
Wow.
Now that 6 box in the box before is looking even worse.
So what are we looking at?
He needs 5 to tie, 6 to win.
6 pins.
Becca and Blaze both had 6 boxes in this game.
That's it.
That's enough.
Nice. And the reigning champs are defeated
No three-peats.
by Nick Norcross and Dave Talbot.
Weren't we just talking at the beginning of the match that every pin matters?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
2-pin match right there. See?
Want to thank everybody that came out for the King of the Palace, YouTube, Local Access, and on Facebook, tuning in for watching Season 8. Want to thank FATV and the OEPD, as well as myself, Dennis Nuzzo, Sean Sears, and Get Well, Mr. Steve Brunchuk.
Absolutely.
Thank you again to our sponsors, North End Mazda Subaru and Watch Me Suck at Bowling. And now, let's get to the 11th box and meet the new winners with the Nuz.
Welcome to the 11th box. I'm Dennis Noser saying that this week's winners dethroning the 2-time back-to-back champs, no three-peat in the near future, Nick Norcross, Dave Talbot, 2-pin match. Great finish, 138 to 113 last string. What were your thoughts going into the last string?
I mean, it's a matter of just coming out strong, and we came out pretty strong in the beginning, and down to the wire. I mean, I can go back and look at a couple things in the first 2 strings that could have told the tale of it, but it got lucky, extremely lucky.
Yeah, that's that. When he threw that strike, and it was a 7th box or something, I was like, oh, here he comes again. He's going to start with that again. And I'm sure you thought the same thing.
I was very nervous. As soon as those 2 9-drops he threw were devastating.
Yep.
I think what it's really done him in is Becca had a 6 box, he had a 6 box, and you guys just capitalized on it.
Yep, yeah, you got to pin in every match, especially when you're going up against a couple of great competitors like that. I mean, I said it before, they're 2-time champs for a reason, so you can't leave anything standing if you can. So make your 9s and 10s every single time, and pray on your marks and hope that you outmark them. So.
Yeah, we were talking about it last week on the show about how critical pinning is, and there you go. It comes right down 2 pins. It could have been anybody's game. So congratulations. Next week you face number 2 seeds of another newcomer, John Allard, and Aaron Halberto, who's been here before. So good luck to you guys. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.